What's up, guys? So I am back from Philmont. I'm back on the East Coast, and we are in Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So we're at the visitor center, right on the boundary of the park. I'm not going to name the visitor center because you guys, I can't pronounce it. You guys are gonna laugh at me, so I'm not going to say it. So we're seeing the farms. This like old farms. So I guess this is where people used to live before the park was formed. Got a nice river here. So the plan for today is we're going to just see around here, and then we're going to go up to Newfound Gap and then up to Clingman, which is the highest point in the park and also the highest point in Tennessee. So yeah, that's just the plan for today. Just going to look around and see what we can see. Alright, we're here at the trailhead. Now this is the type of forest I've been wanting to see for a long time. The last time I saw, so this is a spruce fir forest. The last time I saw this forest was on top of Mount Rogers a couple years ago. This is my favorite type of forest. It only occurs at high elevations in the southern Appalachians. Most notably at Clingman's Dome, Mount Rogers, Mount Mitchell. So yeah. It's really cool up here. It's like in the low 60s down there. The visitor center is in like probably the 80s, so it feels great up here. But we're gonna get started on this hike. There is quite a bit of people here. This is giving me old rag flashbacks. But yeah, we're gonna get started on this awesome hike up to the top.
That's cool. That's an idea. Go for it. These are my aches.
Oh, there she is. There's the observation tower. This is going to be very crowded.
This is the highest point. This is the highest point. Because
Alright, so we're leaving Clingman's Dome, and we're just going to go check out the forest on the AT. So we're going to head down this way. This is solitude. This is so beautiful. We're gonna start heading back up toward the parking lot, and then I think we'll just drive around and see other cool views, and I think that'll be it for today, for the most part. But yeah, we're gonna start heading back up toward Clingman's Dome, and then eventually back to the parking lot. What's up, guys? So it's the next day. So we are at Newfound Gap. So it's currently 7:45. So we're at Newfound Gap. This is the we're at the North Carolina Tennessee state line, and today we're going to be hiking about 6 to 7 miles to a place called a Jump Off, which is off the AT. Apparently it's supposed to have really good overlooks. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. We're going to be hiking along the ridge line, the same ridge line of Clingman's Dome. So we'll begin above 6,000 feet. Yeah, so I think this hike gains maybe around 1,000 feet or so. But yeah, we're gonna get started on this hike. Pretty excited for it, and yeah, let's do it. Only 1972 miles to Katahdin. Ready to do it, Dad?
Cool.
Let's do it. I've heard AT through hikers are advised not to look at the sign too closely. All right, so we're actually heading toward the Boulevard Trail. That's where we're gonna turn off for the jump off. So we're gonna continue on the AT until we get there. All right, so we're currently at 5,300 feet. So we're gonna ascend on this ridgeline up to 2 mounds. One is Mount Ember, which is at 6,100 feet, and the other is Mount Kephart, which is at 6,200 feet. And then just behind that mountain will be Jump Off. We're starting to see more red spruce trees. That makes sense, because the higher we go, we're going to be more in a spruce fir forest. Alright, right at intersection here. I don't think this is where we need to go. No, this is not the Boulevard Trail. Boulevard Trail is in 1 mile. Okay, cool. Right now we're ascending toward Mount Embler, and then we'll drop down into a gap, which will reach the Boulevard Trail, and then we'll take on the Boulevard Trail and then get off at a trail that leads to the jump off, go over Kephart, and then after that mountain will be there. Alright, I made it to the summit of Mount Ambler. I think the actual summit is up there. Trail goes around it. So for those who don't know why spruce fir forests are only in the southern Appalachians, and because they're only found in the highest elevations of the southern Appalachians, is because back in the Ice Age, the glaciers actually pushed the vegetation and wildlife down here. The glaciers never came down this far south, but it pushed all the vegetation down here, and then when the glaciers retreated, all of the vegetation that you would normally find in the north in Canada was just left here. And since usually this forest requires a lot of like rainfall. I think the Smokies on average gets like 85 inches of rain a year, at least at the highest elevations. It also needs that cool air as well to maintain vegetation. So that's why you only find the spruce firs at high elevations, because you need that rainfall and those cool temperatures. So it's pretty special to be in one of these forests because they're really rare, because they're all left over from the last ice age. Unfortunately, with global warming and air pollution, these forests are slowly dying. Most notably the Fraser firs, and not really quite the red spruce, but like overall speaking, like the acid rain, the air pollution, that's like also killing the trees. And since most of the Fraser firs and the Smokies are gone, there's just like this, I think there's like this like Fraser fir moss spider. I could be wrong what the name of it's called, but that spider is endangered because it needs the protection of the firs to survive. And additionally, with the absence of the firs did a really good job protecting the red spruce from high winds. And since the firs are mostly gone, a lot of the red spruce are like way overexposed to the winds, which over time they could also start dying, which is also unfortunate. I think that is important that people now start visiting these type of forests, because they may not be here in several decades, because they just might disappear completely because of global warming and climate change. So if you're ever in the area, please check out this forest, because it may not be here in a few decades. Oh, I think we've made it to the intersection of the Boulevard Trail. Yup. Okay. Cool. So the AT continues on that way. We're gonna go on the Boulevard Trail. Yep, jump off trail is in just over a quarter mile. And if you're gonna continue on Mount LeConte, that's in 5.3 miles. I'm hoping next time out here in the Smokies we can do Mount LeConte, because that looks like a pretty cool hike. But we're gonna head that way. That was not 0.3 miles. The trail for the jump off is here. Maybe they meant to the jump off, not the trail, because that wasn't even 0.3 miles. Okay, well here's the sign for the jump off, and we're gonna go up this way. Yeah, we're in a full-on spruce fir forest. Don't see really any more deciduous trees. It's all evergreen. First time seeing blue sky today. I think this might be the top. Beautiful up here. Beautiful. So apparently this is actually the jump off here. A lot, because I went down a little further. It was like a half piece of trail, but it sort of just faded off. So yeah, this is the jump off, and it's quite literally a jump off. All right, so we're heading back. I'll probably see you guys back at the parking lot, but unless we get some views that were fog cover on the way up, I'll show you guys those. But otherwise, I'll see you guys back at the parking lot. Unless something happens where an elk attacks us or a bear. Alright, so we're back at Newfound Gap, and it is a completely different scene. It is way more busy than it was at 7:45. Gosh. Yeah, but we passed a ton of people on the way down. I think if you guys want to do this sort of hike, either like this hike or Charlie's Bunny, definitely get here early, because we had a lot of great solitude on the way up and not too much on the way back. But overall, a great hike, really cool scenery change. And just like a deciduous forest to like to spruce forest. So now we're gonna head down into a waterfall. I'll let you guys know what the waterfall is. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll let you know once we get there. And yeah, so see you on the next clip. What's up, guys? So it's the next day. Today we're gonna hike up to Laurel Falls. So we were gonna do a fall yesterday, but we're gonna do Grotto Falls yesterday, but it was so crowded, and we instead just walked up around along the river for a bit, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna see a fall today, and yeah. Bear. That bear just bluff charged the crowd. Yeah, let it do its thing. Back up. The cub is right there. Let's wait a bit. Let's see if she goes in the brush. Just calm. Okay, we can send it. Let's go. Yep, there's its cub right there. That's a small mama bear. I thought that was a cub. I didn't get it on camera, but the people were staying in the way of her cubs, so she just bluff charged him. Oh, that was hilarious. Exactly what you don't want to do is be in the way of her cubs at all. I thought that was a cub because that was a small mama bear. But as soon as she like walked past us, I was like, let's go before anything else happens. Jeez, that's my first time ever seeing a bear bluff charge. Of all of the times I've seen a bear, and that makes sense because it was a mama bear.